Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning.
Morning. You find us here in Lugano on day 13 of our trip. We arrived on day 11. We've had a couple of days here, which you've seen on the previous episode, and we're now heading off across Switzerland. We were going to do a few passes, but I'll explain what's happened there. But let's go to the map and you'll find out. Okay, so here, Lugano. You can't see the lake, but it's just under the little pink marker, so it's day 11 and 12. We were going to do a couple of things. We are going to do the chocolate factory and the Gotthard Pass, but we can't do the Furka Pass because it's closed, and that included the Belvedere Hairpin Hotel and the Rhone Glacier. The Grimsel is open, but you can't get to it, so if you can imagine, the Grimsel is here and the two passes either side of it are closed. Why they're closed, we don't know. It could be anything from avalanche to, I suppose, just damage to the road itself. So, what we're going to do, we're going to ride to Innertkirchen in Switzerland, which is up here. We're going to go via this route, which is an alpine route, and we are going to take him the Gotthard Pass, which is quite famous. And then we've got to hit a bit of a main road, and then come over the top and then come in from this way. Okay, so that's our route today. Probably about 4 hours on the road. Sun shining outside. Rain is predicted later, but we might miss it, and we've been dodging it all week, so why not? Yesterday was lovely as well. Got a little bit of suntan as well, so that's great. So yeah, let's get on the road, same as usual. Pop down, have some breakfast, half the bike's kitted up, and then we'll lug the rest down, and then we'll get en route. Speak to you soon.
Okay, so we're just leaving Lugano now, sort of heading towards the St Gotthard Pass. We had a little bit of chaos at the beginning. Sat navs weren't very happy about the location, so once we sorted that out, we're en route. Good. Currently going down the Strada Cantonale. As you can see, weather's not too bad today. It's, we had a look at the rain sat nav, rain sort of conditions, and it seems to be passing us by on the left, so we should be okay. But we have got waterproofs at the ready just in case. You never know, once you get high, it can change. Mountain conditions change within the hour, so we shall see. The balmy 19 degrees as well, according to the TFT. So all good. Just ending up with a little bit of traffic in town, but we'll get back to you when we've got some nice winding roads. Oh, good. Yeah, all good. We just stopped for a coffee. It's rather warm, and we've just gone through Bellazzoni. I think that's what they call it. My advice: don't bother. It's like yeah, stick on the main road. It's like London in the heat with mountains either side. Absolute waste of time. Right, good. Yeah, far too faffy. I think we got about. It must have been about 6 miles getting through the whole place from start to finish, and we never got above 19 miles an hour. which seems to be roadworks everywhere, and then just so much traffic, couldn't believe it. Presumably that's part of the Gotthard Railway as well, so that's... Anyway. Yeah. We've had a stop, we're refreshed, a little bit chilled out. You can't really, when you can't get anywhere. And Nan and I were having this conversation. We were saying that maybe in your own country you'd be a little bit more, you know, you could pop round traffic and, you know, you could start to filter because you've got the confidence that you know what you can, no, I don't mean this the right or the wrong way, what you're allowed to do. I was going to say what you can get away with, but it's what you're allowed to do, isn't it, without taking the mickey too much. Because when you're in a different country and you see other people doing it and you think, can I do that? And, you know, and of course there is the inherent risk that something takes you out. So you tend to sit in traffic like a car, which is not what a motorbike's all about, is it? You don't have to sit in traffic, you can actually filter. But when you can't, and the heat off the bike, and then you're getting hot, anyway. A biker will know about all this. If you're not a biker, then you probably won't, but bikers know. So we're still on the Strada Cantonali, and we are heading kind of for the mountains. At some point we're going to start doing twisties. I don't know when. This is, like I say, it's just on the going through the small towns and villages. But yeah, should be good. Yeah, and did just say something to be said for maybe if you want to make a little bit of effort, progress I should say, stick to the auto routes and the motorways, autostratas I think they call them in Italy, down in Switzerland. Be very confusing being Swiss. That's another thing we thought about when we were having a little chat, because I know they've got Romanza, or isn't it? I think Romance is here Switzerland, yeah, they're speaking Italian in Switzerland, yeah, with Swiss prices as well, so very expensive. But then Norway was as well, so you kind of have to cater for that, don't you? But we went from one day in Italy spending maybe 63 to 64 euros for a meal between the two of us. That's fine. And I know it's very, you know, we don't eat a huge amount, but if you're talking about maybe a starter and a main, or a main and a pudding or whatever, 2 courses, let's for argument's sake, and a couple of beers or whatever, or Prosecco's, you're talking about 64 euros. Comes to Switzerland, that's suddenly 120 Swiss francs. So yeah, just a little bit more pricey.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me, yeah. I remember the long drives, the late nights in the car.
They don't like indicating at roundabouts, do they, the Swiss? All they Italians, you kind of have to guess. Well, that's a view, isn't it? We are now on the via St Gottardo, the beginning of the Gotthard Pass, I would imagine. No, straight on for 22 miles. You say you've got a left. Okay. We'll go with my one then. Yeah, that's obviously, it's a drilling, tunnel drill, isn't it? Tunnel boring machine, that's it. Although frustratingly, that was only 35 mile an hour along this road. I might change now. Yeah, 50. A little bit better.
This town's so quiet this time of year, with the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know.
It goes over the top, doesn't it? Okay, we'll try and find a little viewpoint for a photograph, yeah. Oh, I waved a scooter. Oh, got that wrong. Oh, what happened? I don't know, is there anything behind? There's one round. No, might be one here. Not really a stopping. I haven't got it on video. I could take a still from it. Okay, oh, that's nice. Yeah, if we can stop around here, it'd be good. Let's have a look. Maybe not. No, I think you've had your. Looks like we're going uphill now. There's one here on the right. There you go. It's a bus stop. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think this is a, well, it's Biascina, called it the bus stop. So it's obviously a gorge, Biascina Gorge. Quite impressive. Place to live. Yeah, and it's just helping out because, like it says, a lot of the passes are closed, and we're just saying that the Gotthard is the only one that's open. Okay, good. Now we've helped a couple of Italian motorcyclists decide whether they're going to... Sorry, it was a cyclist, I thought it was a motorcyclist. So we're going to decide when we get up to the top of the Gotthard, well, it will tell us whether the Furka is open. But things at the moment are still showing it's all shut. So I'm not sure whether we convinced the two Italian motorcyclists that was the case, but so Anne saying that he checked his own Google map and said that it was showing closed there as well. But you know, sometimes things change, don't they? You get up there and so Anne's telling me that the Alpenroute app that she has been accurate every day, and she's convinced that it's telling us the truth. So if you are coming into the sort of Dolomites and the Alps and things like that, the Alpenroute app is really good because it tells you when the passes are open. They update it every day. It's not just for motorcyclists, it's cars and pedal cyclists and everything. Mountain bikers, they need to know whether it's open or not. Big effort getting up the top of the hill by pedal cycle and then finding the route's closed. You've got all that effort for nothing. But this is pretty impressive, isn't it? Roadway. We've always got this discrepancy between our speedo, which is showing 55, and the actual speed on the, which is spot on 50. So we're working on the basis of this one on the sat nav. So if you see it on the video, think I'm over the speed limit. Not called into the sat nav, I'm not. The sat-nav's in kilometres per hour as well, so mind you, it is a bit of a godsend, isn't it? Cruise control on a motorbike. Really release that right hand. Cyclists on the right, very visible. Come left, yeah. It does give a warning about cyclists, but you're going from light to dark and you can't always see. No. This is a mishmash of various ways of transport, isn't it? Train, road, motorway. Interspersed with houses. Yes. Well, I suppose if you were living around here, you wouldn't be cut off from anywhere, would you? That's the whole point. If the snow did come down, you could always get onto something.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need.
So this is the pass. This is Passo San Gottardo. According to that, it says 12k, is that right? I suppose it must be. I suppose it's going to be quite popular if all the others are closed. Yeah, I suppose if they've looked it up and there's no access to the others, then that'll be it. But anyway, another pass on the tour. That's all that matters. We've done another pass. Not necessarily all the ones that we wanted to. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yep, and then round to the right. Great view. So it's just a photo stop here. That's quite impressive, all the way down to the bottom. So we ended up coming up from there, all the way through the valley, all the way round that way, this way, and then up round the mountain. Okay, we're going to head up to the top now. We did think that was the top, but it's clearly not. As the road still goes up, indeed. That was there was a photo opportunity. Yeah, just saw the road coming up, so good place to stop. And actually, there was a picnic bench that was right at the. Did you see where those bikers were? There was a picnic bench. Yeah, it was right out, and I saw that they had their high vis on, and they'd obviously walked all the way down, got out to this point. Wow, so it was a good place to have a cup of tea. Yep, I would imagine. Yeah, might put me heated grips on. Ooh, it's gone down to 12.5. It's getting colder. For every 30 metres we drop a degree. It's always that risk though, isn't it? Don't put the right clothing on, you're going to get higher and higher. Down to 11.5 now. By the time we get to the top, it'll be about 8 degrees. Well, that's alright. You're not going to be up there for long, are you? Coming down the other side. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is absolutely brilliant. I just think what gets me is just how they built these things, you know, I mean, back in the day. I mean, I know it's concrete, but you know, manpower to get up here and everything, blast through tunnel and lay road, it's just incredible. Can't even repair potholes in the UK, let alone build a road like this. That's a bit of a sight, isn't it? I think that might be it, is that it? In there. Well, I think it's time for a coffee, irrespective of whether we're at the top or not. Yeah. Only a bike parking back into one of these slots, I think. There's a coffee place over here. Yeah, it's alright, just caught some gravel. Yeah, 2,091 metres apparently. Seventy 76 miles. Okay, good. So that was our stop at top of Gotthard Pass. Did all the touristy stuff. Took some photographs. Had a breakfast. Trying not to get knocked over by a Swiss lunatic looking at his phone. Yeah, it seems that sometimes when you get into these little touristy spots that driving with any sense makes no sense at all. I'll just pull out on you. Maybe they're just overawed by the view. Oh, absolutely understandably so. Now I've got, for some reason, a little left turn. Okay, we'll go straight on then. No, that was a road, but anyway. Oh, that just cuts off the U-bend, that's all. You could have gone up there. We're going back that way. Wow, look at this. We have got to go left in 90 yards, but I don't know what this guy's doing. No, we've got to go left here. And then we've got to go right. Yeah, and then we've got to go this way. Well, I'm just doing what the sat-nav's told me to do. Sorry about that, but that's the way the sat-nav wanted me to go. St Gotthard Pass. Not going to really, as soon as it's closed we have to accept it. Okay, so we're now heading towards our hotel, final destination for today, Innertkirchen. We had to do a detour because the Grimsel was open but the system wasn't, and therefore they are all linked around the mountains, so we had to use the motorway to get us around the mountain to come in at a different end. It's basically what we've done today. About 150 miles in total, so nothing horrendous, but then we had that nice little run at the end with that parson, so we've just gone and seen that waterfall. We couldn't get right to it because it was another case of they stopped motor cars and bikes, and then you have to traipse up by foot, but we got as close as we could and took some lovely photographs, and then we've just got this last run to the hotel in about 1.5 miles. Looking at the sat nav, we've got some nice twisties all the way down, which is great. Love these bends. It is the land of the switchback, there's no doubt about it. And if you come on tour here and you've never done a switchback, or you want to build your confidence on a motorcycle, or even if you're an experienced rider, I don't think it makes any difference. They're all challenging in their own little way, depending on the bike you're on. And you get people doing them on biggies, you get people doing them on Harleys. Must be sharpening their foot plates up nicely when they're doing these bends. And then you've got people on big adventure tours like us. It is the land of the BMW though, isn't it? Must have seen thousands. Not many Triumphs though. Well, not any Tigers, not any big Triumphs. We've seen quite a few Bonnies. Funnily enough, when we were you'll see on a previous episode when we were at the Motor Guzzi Museum, we met 4 French guys all on Triumphs. Here we go, Innertkirchen. 3/4 of a mile. The hotel. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. There's got a few more on the way. We're just on the return route, so a few more days to go. But until then, I'll speak to you in the next episode. Until then, take care.